This is the second time I've recorded this reaction. I've just had a string of bad luck brought on by my own stupidity. The first attempt, I lost the audio tracks. I put them in the same folder as my Little Mermaid reaction. So when it came time to delete the Little Mermaid files, the Gotham Knights files went right along with it. Under the sea. So now I'm here doing this again. You know, I used to do the Batwoman reactions. It was lightning in a bottle, comedy-wise. It was brilliant. And then Ruby Rose left the show under varying circumstances. We're still not 100% sure. She was gonna sue the CW for damages because she allegedly broke her neck on set. And then there were some like verbal abuse allegations against Dougray Scott. Then season 2 comes along. They bring in another actress who is slightly better than Ruby Rose. Still a cringe season, but not as much of a goldmine as season 1. It was more infuriating than laughter-inducing. Then bada bing, bada boom, season 3. Yeah, I crapped out halfway through. The magic wasn't there anymore. They tried to be better, which led to them being boring as well as being shit, which is not a good combination. So therefore I stopped, as I promised I would in the beginning. And now we have Gotham Knights, which has the same showrunners and writers as Batwoman, I believe.
Oh, hell no.
Recipe for success, especially considering the studio is worth absolutely nothing. And now we're here. Now we are here. This is actually more of a review than a reaction. I just can't react to every single scene of this horrid show. The show starts out as every CW show does. Poorly rendered cityscape. A poorly rendered Gotham ghetto cityscape. It's got the fake sky, the terrible frame rate, the fake birds flying in the air. Which then leads to monologuing from the lead character, Turner Hayes. Turner, you remember Turner.
I was adopted by the richest man in the city, in a city filled with orphans. Why me?
For one thing, you're twinkish and a boy, and orphans just so happens to be Batman's thing. Mystery solved.
He hid from the world who he really was, behind the mask.
This cheap Toys R Us. It doesn't even support the back of his fucking head. Like, he spouts off all these empty platitudes and things that kind of like, just duh.
But it's only when you're forced to take off the mask that you discover who you really are.
When you take off a mask, you can actually see who someone is. Damn. He finds out that Bruce is going to be working late and didn't show up to his fencing thing. So in an act of rebellion, he invites the whole school to his house.
Who's up for a party at my house?
Yeah, some of us didn't hear your party decree, master asshole. Also, what time? Bro, this music is corking. Why is there a singular vase right in the middle of a party? You instinctively think, oh, he's gonna walk into it and it's gonna fall over, but why is it there? Has this kid ever heard of party prep?
Shit, niggas ain't gonna break up my mama's good stuff. Let them fuck with this plastic.
Very smart thing to do. And they're not even rich. That's like middle class. This motherfucker is a billionaire and he's got Ming vases just lying around in front of these drunk ass kids. My point is further proven later when he finds his two friends making out in this random room in the house.
Guys, come on. That's a 17th century couch.
Lock the doors of the rooms you do not want them in. Party prep. There'd still be cameras that would have caught you before entering that office, but okay. Great concealment plan with the mop water, by the way. What the fuck? What do you expect that to do besides temporarily muffling the camera lens for like 10 minutes? You couldn't have possibly brought like a paint roller. Just for good measure. It's just one of many like stupid moves that these characters make. And of course, in perfect CW fashion, they use a song for their soundtrack that I actually fucking like. No!
What? Motion sensors are toast?
Oh, bro, that entrance. How does one remove motion sensors without it censoring one's motion? How in the hell did you do that? How? So anyway, yeah, she's the Joker's daughter. You can tell by the cheap dyed hair, the circles over her eyes, the pale complexion, and the overall embarrassing dialogue.
Come along, team. Crown's money.
Cringe.
So, anyway, they break into Bruce's office.
This place looks like a museum. Had sex with a bank vault.
Cringe. Touching everything with no gloves, fingerprints everywhere. No precautions made. They crack open the safe, finding this long gun just sitting ever so gently in there. Joker's daughter, of course, because she is so quirky and such a rebellious spirit, she picks it up and then once again puts her fucking fingerprints on it.
We got paid $100K to steal an old gun.
She's not just any old gun. She's the one Joe Chill used to pop Bruce Wayne's mom and dad.
Somehow she just knows. That little fact, she knows that because she is the Joker's daughter. Even though she admits later the Joker never raised her, she doesn't really know him at all. She just knows she is his daughter, which probably isn't even true. They're going to try to crib off the Joker's backstory. It being that he doesn't have one, that he has multiple versions. No one knows which one is true. So naturally, she's not going to know whether or not her backstory is actually true either. And I don't plan on watching any future episodes. So people who are actually watching the show, tell me if that's true or not. They're too distracted by their fucking idiocy to look slightly to the right. I notice a big ass hole in the window and an insignia that says your bat is dead. They look at the window and realistically viewing them from up 50 stories.
We've been set up!
Yeah, no shit!
They're like, we gotta get the fuck out of here. And this idiot throws the gun, the fingerprint covered gun, randomly anywhere, instead of taking it with her. Then throw it in the harbor. They don't know where it goes. Why would any character from a CW show do something smart? But what kills me the most is the corny induction of Alvin's Batman name.
Oh my god.
Are your ears perked up yet? No. I'm hoping the hundreds of thousands of dollars you spend on the rights was worth it. At this point, we get the introduction of Harvey Dent. They don't know whose body it is yet. Why is he there?
Bruce.
Oh, I'm clenching my jaw so hard. Took quite a long time to find that door. 100 pounds soaking wetter than waves. Take out 200 plus pounds security guards.
With guns, by the way. He just froze and dropped because the scene needed him to.
Suspect spotted entering north stairwell.
North stairwell. I'm totally a bridge and tunnel cop who's over the age of 40. Not a pasty hot topic frequenter. They try to steal a car and the whole time I'm thinking, like, they have dash cams, you idiot. But do you really want to risk that, them finding your hideout because you gave them a Google Maps retread of exactly where you're at? Ugh. She's totally the Joker's daughter because she's hanging outside a cop car. Okay. Better Bat franchise reference #1. Well, actually, it's #2 if you count Elfman. Smash cut to Harvey showing up at Turner's party to tell him that his dad is dead. And then, of course, he very unceremoniously asks,
Did you know he was Batman?
The fuck you said?
which I don't know how we would even know that, considering that we've never associated such a crappy cowl with Batman. So I don't really know how we even know that he's Batman yet. It could have been some kind of message from some Gotham villain, put him in like some Party City cowl. But no, we were pretty sure he's Batman from that little bit of evidence.
He can't be Batman. If he was, where is it? Where's the bat suit?
On his dead ass. You're gonna like the way you look.
I know my dad, and he sure as hell was not sneaking out at night fighting bad guys. He would have told me.
No, he wouldn't have. What are you basing this on? That he loves you? I'm sorry to say, but part of being Batman, more specifically a superhero, is anonymity. He never would have told you. She comforts him because she's tired of looking at his terrible acting. Suddenly, he hears something.
Do you hear that?
Hello? Those droplets sound like they're hitting the floor of a Batcave! Wait, what was that? Droplets. I think I'll be Droplet Man. The ridiculousness of the scene is compounded by the very obvious bat entrance thing. He presses like this huge, noticeable section of a banister and then the Batcave right there. Now, I'm not sure if this is better or worse than the Batcave being right underneath Wayne Tower. You know what? It's better. Because I'm still not over the Batcave being underneath Wayne Tower. That is the worst security oversight. What I'm still not over that! The piano code worked because in what world are you going to hit that exact sequence of piano keys? You're not going to. Even by accident. Like, it wouldn't happen. But this is video game shit. Like, oh, press F to open the Batcave. This is so bad! I will say that this Batcave is a step up from Batwoman. It is. It looks more Batcave-y.
It's true.
And then smash cut into the intro, which suspiciously looks exactly like the Batman. And of course, it's worse. That they're not even subtle at being complete thieves. So we're at the funeral scene, and in honor of Batman, this one chick brings this bootleg version of the Batman poster. What is... Like, what? How do you expect people not to... The CW was like, look, we're gonna go out with a bang. We're gonna steal so much shit. So much Batman iconography. Like, fuck y'all. And once again, Dent shows up. It's natural. But he shows up in this red coat, which is really disrespectful in terms of, like, funerals. I want to believe this is some kind of hint that he's going to become Two-Face, and he should not be trusted, because that's usually what that means when they put that in film or television. But CW isn't that clever. They don't... When do they care about, like, little hints? I'm pretty sure that kid in the Batman costume is freezing his ass off right now. Whoever got him out there like that is an irresponsible parent. We're at the villain's hideout, where they're once again being stupid.
An entire city thinks that we killed Batman, which is exactly what whoever set us up wanted. I mean, why else would they pay us all this money up front?
That's your complaint? Really? That it didn't get them on an installment plan?
At least one of them has the brains to start asking questions like, oh, like, this is a setup. Why are we taking this money? What the fuck? Why are we such idiots? But they're still all around stupid. Like, I know we're being set up, but money... So she just set up this whole deal, not knowing anything about the person setting up the deal. And then when they finally do get set up, they just, oh, no, we're going to take the money anyway, even though the cops are probably looking for us right now. I have a theory, and I'm pretty sure I'm right about this, that every stupid little thing that she does is going to be portrayed as some kind of, like, funny, quirky, crazy little thing. Like some kind of evil genius savant level move. She's never going to get called out for the dumb shit she does. She's never going to be treated like the idiot that she is. It's all going to be in her favor. Because she's a Joker Sue.
For years, you knew Bruce Wayne as Gotham's most prominent businessman. And now you know him as the city's savior, Batman. But to me, he was just my dad.
I can't believe I turned down Walker Independence for this shit. And remember what I said about some of the narration and speeches, whatever, that were really stupid?
He had an entire city to save, and yet he insisted on saving one more. Me.
You're part of the city, so you were not some, like, extra casualty, because, like, he's along with the city, which you were part of, he is saving, so he's still saving the city. Whatever! We're arresting you for illegal use of puberty blockers. Alright, everybody, clear out. We have 2 more funerals for Ruby Rose and Javicia Leslie's careers. Thank you.
We're gonna find whoever it was.
With no Batman, who's gonna solve the murder of Bruce Wayne?
The DA. The guy you were just talking to. The guy with the disrespectful coat at your father's funeral. So naturally, Gotham is in total disarray now that Batman is dead. And TikTok, Bebop, and Rocksteady are really having a great time. You might want to get out of the fucking street because cops still exist. So now we learn that Turner has a butler or buttress named Cressida. She's like his Alfred because Alfred is either dead or retired or whatever. They don't really specify that.
Maybe I can help him.
That might prove difficult since you'll be in class.
Cressida.
I will let slide the occasional pillaging of the wine cellar. Truancy is another matter entirely.
So you're okay with underage drinking and partying on your watch, but not him being late for school. If anything, he should be home because he's grieving over the loss of his father. But no, oh no, truancy. Staying home and being sad, I need to protect you from it. And how much you want to bet, because the CW would be scummy enough to do this, how much you want to bet that Cressida is Talia al Ghul? Just a theory. Now we have the compulsory interrogation scene. Of course, they spell out Duella's rap sheet because she's such a fucking badass. She's so evil.
Petty theft, grand larceny, assault.
She even shattered the kneecap of her legal counsel. Oh, fuck.
I would like to speak with my legal counsel.
And you shouldn't have shattered her kneecap.
She shouldn't have tried to get me to plead guilty to something I didn't do.
Why would you ask for your legal counsel, knowing you just shattered her knee because she was an ineffective legal counsel. Her retardation is charming. It's quirky. It's edgy. Yeah. Prop that bitch up on a stick and bring her in here.
Are you really the Joker's daughter? Is that why you murdered Batman?
So, let me get this straight. Somebody paid me to do something that you say I would have happily done for free? I mean, I'm not a big fancy lawyer. I'm just a girl with 2 working kneecaps.
Ooh, you're odd.
Just because you would have done it for free does not mean you wouldn't have taken money to do it. The money would be a sweetener. It wouldn't be a deterrent. It certainly wouldn't have kept you from doing it. So what is this? What is this shit? What is this? And of course, the 2 white males are just flabbergasted by how fucking stupid she is. So Turner, against all reason and common sense in the world, goes back to school, and we get that scene from the trailer between him and Lacefront, and it's even more sensual than it was in the trailer. More twinkish whispering, more tip-touching, it's fabulous. He decides that the cops just aren't moving fast enough for him, so he wants to take on the case himself, because there's one thing that the police don't have.
The Batcave.
But what you don't have is the knowledge, wisdom, and know-how of Batman. So, yeah, you're gonna fuck it up. And, in our super advanced world of 2023, we only need 1 keyboard for 3 monitors. Just saying.
7 months before graduation, you drop out. Maybe you can do that math for me.
It's not math. It's history.
Cringe.
Because your birth certificate says you were born.
Don't use his dead name.
Cringe.
I got another dead name for him. Bruce Wayne.
Ford.
Look at that smile. He was so proud of that shit. I got another dead name for you. Bruce Wayne. Shit, you know what? I almost knocked over this mic. I can't do that again. And the scene goes on with the gender politics.
I know what you're doing. Just building trust through performative allyship.
Or maybe I'm just not a dick.
Nah, you're a dick for going along with this, knowing damn well this guy probably killed your best friend. You're a dick. Especially considering that you are Harvey Dent and then you will eventually become Two-Face. You're definitely a dick. And not to mention the red coat. Still haven't forgotten about that. So to sum up, like, nobody knows nothing. Except that you should not dead name trans people. Despite the fact that they might have killed somebody, which is very topical. And now they're back in the Batcave, where they're trying to find a possible withdrawal that the guy could have made within the time frame of the crime happening. It wouldn't be possible since this guy was slippery enough to pay in cash. There's no way he used a bank to withdraw $100,000. He wouldn't want to leave a paper trail. Like, what are you doing? They're hacking all of Gotham's banks at once. She didn't even realize that she could do that, which should have already been a red flag for her. And it turns out the person who is setting up the other 3 is setting him up and made it look like that he made the 100K withdrawal from his accounts.
Doesn't make any sense.
And since, it's so obvious that he allegedly made this withdrawal, you'd think the cops would know about it already and would have arrested him by now. And come to think of it, why the fuck hasn't the GCPD raided this entire place and cleared it out? Or fuck, even the DOJ, CIA, DOD. Not only are there high-tech military weapons in there, there's also information on every major Bat villain and superhero that the Batman is associated with in that cave. Don't tell me that the government and local law enforcement wouldn't have treated that place like their own personal candy store, because that is bullshit.
Turner Hayes, you have the right to remain silent.
But he'll be truant! The butt-fucking in prison that he'll be succumbed to, I'm fine with that, though. So anyway, he's framed for something very cliche, that he killed his father for money. So they lock him up with the other 3, which is really dumb, because they could do some more scheming if he hired them. Why would you put them in the same cell together? That's...
Papa J ditched me and my mom in Arkham before my first tooth came in. When he started banging this little size 2 get out of jail free card named Harley Quinn.
Cringe skip. So anyway, they start this really lame prison fight amongst each other, and somehow that speeds up the process of them going to the paddy wagon. They later revealed, oh, we just made up that fight with you so we could retrieve little trinkets from the cops so we can get out of our restraints. We're so clever and edgy, which leads to a fight, the they-thems versus the pigs. And of course, Duella once again does something gut-wrenchingly stupid.
First of all, you're a dumbass.
I mean, it's not entirely her fault, because why the fuck would that section be open during a prison transfer? That kind of defeats the purpose of it being an armored car. But okay. Turner takes the wheel to try to, at least keep them from dying. It works marginally. And Duella takes one of the cops hostage, threatens to kill him because she's a fucking idiot. But the brave and powerful Turner claps back in such a magnificent fashion.
We can't prove we're not killers by killing someone.
Like I said before in the trailer reaction, that's not really like bat altruism. It's just common sense. Maybe you shouldn't kill people while you're being hunted for murder. I mean, they're all clearly such geniuses, right?
What? He's in on it. What? They all are. What?
Really? Dirty cops in Gotham. You being set up and the cops being in on it. So anyway, there's this deadly standoff until this happens. You were so confident that damaging the nerves in this guy's hand wouldn't cause him to twitch and pull the trigger by accident and shoot one of them in the head. You could have just got him in the neck. You could have hit his other arm in the chest a little bit in a non-lethal area, but no, right in the hand where the gun is. Why not do the EMP with all the cars instead of blowing one up? And then out of nowhere appears a girl who's also 100 pounds soaking wet, taking down 200-pound cops. Because why not? But after her royal ass kicking, we learn that she's Kara Kelly. She's a ginger ninja. Let's just say that.
I know you. From Trig.
You're my Trig nig. I know I already told that joke, but it's so funny. I couldn't resist saying it again. We're about to leave with Kelly, Robin. Joker's daughter needs to keep up with her, says some dumb shit quota.
We have to go. I'm not going anywhere with him.
We have to stick together.
You almost just got us killed.
Are you retarded?
Did you happen to forget that you tased the driver in the neck, leading the armored car to crash? Like, did you forget that? He didn't almost kill you. He saved you from dying. If anything, you should be thanking him. She's quirky. That's quirky. That's quirkiness. When you don't take responsibility for your own actions. It's quirky when you're a girl. And what kills me the most is that he actually admits to it and apologizes. Like, what? Huh?
Apology accepted.
You are not your father's son. I'm sorry. Right after leaving the scene of a crime, they go to Bruce's grave to have a little sad, which is really retarded because I'm pretty sure the whole of Gotham's police department is on their ass. And they just, we could just like stop to have a talk. This is so bad. Because it's not like you can have an emotional moment, I don't know, at the hideout.
How did you know it wasn't us?
When you work with the world's greatest detective, you pick up a few things.
If you knew it wasn't us, why didn't you just tell the cops or leaked it to them somehow, or maybe leaked it to the DA friend that we have? Because that's also something that the greatest detective would have done.
So you knew my dad was Batman?
No. I wear these goggles for my fucking health. Oh, Turner. She's telling the story about how she found out that Bruce Wayne was Batman. Bruce Man, my God, Batman got fucked up near her apartment building, and then she dragged him into her house or whatever and nursed him back to health. Sorry, sweetie, I don't believe that you, a small girl, dragged a nearly 200-pound man in 100 pounds more of armor into your. I don't believe you did that by yourself. I don't believe that.
Called me his little Robin.
Ew! Yeah, the little Robin comment. Still creepy. They're dead set on making Batman look like an asshole. It's where we're at in society. Harvey Dent puts out a full APB for Turner and the they-thems. And as they're held up in this abandoned clock tower, Turner says, we gotta clear our names. And then he shows him this coin with an owl symbol on it, which he had on him when he died. Oh, no, wait, it wasn't a coin. It was a watch. Never mind. But anyway, they show this watch that they lifted off the cop that has the symbol of the Court of Owls inside it. Which, if the Court of Owls is so secret, like, why would you have that inside a watch that you wear every day? Damn! And of course, Duella, the Joker's daughter, this well of knowledge elaborates to them and us, the audience, that this coin belongs to the Court of Owls.
No one knows who they are. And you don't dare ask, because if you find out, they'll be the last thing you ever see.
Ooh. And then she breaks out into like this nursery rhyme.
Beware the Court of Owls that watches all the time, ruling Gotham from a shadowed perch. behind granite and lime.
Cringe scam. All the plot points are being wrapped up for the episode in pure CW fashion. And then the cop gets decapitated, which is pretty gruesome for the CW. I'm actually surprised they got past censors. But they need a hook because no one watches their shows and the studio is worth nothing. So decapitation it is. And that's where the episode ends. I think you all know what it is. Like, the show's whack. It's terrible. The Batwoman writers are definitely bringing their expertise to Gotham Knights because the story doesn't really make them much sense. A lot of situations also don't make any sense. The acting is terrible. Like, Misha Collins is falling asleep on camera. I don't think there's any reason for me to continue past episode 1. And because I've said this before, I would normally watch one episode of a TV show. And if it doesn't impress me or if it's shit, I cut it off right there. Now, Batwoman was a different case because it made me laugh. It gave me a lot of joy and you guys loved it. So I kept going with it. But this one, go to Desperoux's channel, go to Thrias Unlimited's channel, go to Az's channel for that shit. Don't come to me. Like, I'm done. It's over. It's a wrap, son. I got movie reviews I want to do. I have other Discord reactions that I have recorded with people that I need to finish and get out. This show will not kidnap me for another year. But anyway, thank you for enjoying my suffering. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new, like the video, donate or become a member on my channel, or go to Subscribestar if you want, whichever makes you feel comfortable. And maybe even subscribe to me on Rumble in case something bad happens to my channel. God forbid, knock on wood. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna see you next time. And